Isn't it 9:30?
It's 9:29.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Well,
That's all right.
we'll just show these nice cards while Teresa's putting the finishing touches. Yeah, we're good. These
He and I
are...
were early the other day, and it didn't work because I.
Okay,
We
they're
were
hopping
sideways.
on. Hi, Penny. Our number uno is on. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Diane. Teresa is here. She's just finishing up her prep here, and so I'm just showing you these beautiful little cards that she created. And Diane is here. She's got a few things to show us, so why don't we start with that? We've got 49 people here. So.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning in central Iowa. I think it's maybe going to rain, but we need the rain. So, okay, so we have a weekend special for everybody. These are frames and tags from Echo Park from the Halloween party. They are regularly $4.99. They are on sale today, tomorrow through Sunday, Monday. $1.49. So if you want to, you can call, and they are online. They are, again, the frames and tags from Halloween birthday from Echo Park.
Or Halloween party.
Halloween party. That too. I can't read.
Okay, let's show
I was thinking a party and I said birthday.
I had to take a double take. I'm going, that says birthday?
Yeah, it does, Maggie.
Oh my gosh, look at those fun things. $1.49.
Yeah.
While supplies last.
You know, these would be great on the things that Maggie made earlier in the week, the easel coasters.
Those would all be fun, wouldn't they?
Yes, there's a lot of fun icons
Don't get me
on here.
started, Diane.
Maggie is going to be making a lot of those. Okay, so then a couple days ago we got a very special package in the mail, and look how cute that is. From our friend Kim.
Wouldn't you like to get a box like that?
Yes, it was really fun.
We did.
We did. Yes. And then I'm sure her husband, Don, wrote this poem. Fall brings around a chill in the air. We move indoor and begin to prepare for Halloween and characters galore. We'll bring goblins and gremlins to our door. It's trick-or-treat time. It's coming around, and here's some treats for memory bound.
Oh,
no trick
cute.
For your crew. We love what you do. There's a treat in this box for each one of you. Happy Halloween, Kim.
So cute. Look at that.
So, isn't that fun? So again, if you're sending anything in the mail, you know, she just did a label and put paper underneath it. It was so cute.
Yeah,
and put a little sticker on there.
You know, Diane, I had a bunch of bats left over from a project, and I sent a package to my grandkids in Minnesota, and so I stuck bats all over it.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what was in that box was all of these fun treat bags. And Kim said this is an older Tim Holtz Biggs die that makes the bags. But look how cute those are. And she went to her stash and made up a whole bunch. These, like this and this and this, that's a Tim Holtz die too from a couple years ago. Yeah, that was the owl. And then just a lot of the fringe that we still do have.
There's some bats.
But this was very fun. That's a glitter. She might have heat embossed that.
I wonder where she got that little sticker, something brewing. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Knowing Kim, she has a lot in her stash. So we want to thank Kim very much for these really cute bags.
These are amazing, Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim, I'm going to go over to the one that I'm already laid claim to. It's this one.
Yeah.
I
Maggie
thought
wants
Diane
that
might have
one.
laid claim to that one because she likes flashcards.
I do.
But that's my favorite right there.
I picked one with a banner and a ticket on it.
So cute.
Okay, so thank
you.
you very much, Kim, for this great surprise. And, you know, we all love chocolate here, and I'm pretty sure there's chocolate on the inside.
I'm sure that some of that chocolate's not even going to make it to the mailbox here.
So, okay, so that is it for the. I'll turn it over to Teresa.
Okay, well,
Everybody
she's
have a
miking
great
up.
weekend.
A reminder, these are our special. They're $1.49. Normally, I think they're $4.99. They're frames and tags by Echo Park Halloween Party. Okay, let's go over.
Close to you. Okay, don't forget that this afternoon is the last class for Merry Makers. It
Scary
is
Makers.
Scary Makers. I've moved on to Merry
I'm
Makers.
so sorry.
It's been quite a week. But Janet is here today. This is Kelly's project, but Janet is here to teach it at 1:30 this afternoon. So we thank everybody who joined us for Scary Makers this week. It's been a great week. I think everybody has really enjoyed it.
We have had fun. That's a 9 by 12 canvas, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you've done your homework, you have that frame already painted black, right?
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, thank you, Diane.
I'll go back to my corner.
All right. Okay, are we ready?
We are ready. Here's Teresa.
Okay, so we're going to do the What's Cooking card kit today, and it's super cute. And the colors are, they're very different. It's teal and pink, and I have some exciting thing that I discovered while I was working on these cards. But I'm going to go through. Of course, I bumped them up, and I made some changes along the way.
You know, Teresa, it's so cool in the fact that we used to just show those card kits, and now we're showing them and how to bump them up.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's fun. And it's $12.99, and you get 8 cards that you can just do exactly like they did. It's real easy. What I do is I go through and I look at each card and I pop out all the pieces and put them in envelopes, and then I do each card. And you always have extras. Like, do you want to? These are my extras. Now some of these pieces, like this one was on a card but I didn't use it, and this was on a card but I didn't use it. But you get extra pieces, and so I'm going to talk about how you can use your extra pieces to make more cards. I actually made
get
9.
all that left over after making it.
Yep. So you've got lots of fun little things that you can use on scrapbooking, or if you're doing a cookbook, or more cards. So I'm going to do more cards. But before we get to this, I just want to show you one thing. Because Katie and I had a video where she made some coasters, and she talked about microglaze and how it wasn't something that you would put on coasters. It's kind of a sealant.
Can I see the front of the little, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
And so we talked about how we didn't want to use microglaze, but I thought I would show you how you do want to use microglaze. If you remember last week, I did the DIY oxide ink pads, and I called this one Fall. It has gathered twigs, carved pumpkin, and fossilized amber in it. And what I did is I swiped it along the top, and you can see that it's kind of faded, and even after a week it still rubs off on my finger. So I'm just going to pull it across so that you can really see the colors that are in my ink pad. And then I'm going to tell you how the microglaze works. I guess I can put my lid back on.
Those are such pretty colors together.
Yeah. So with the microglaze, you can use a blending tool. I don't have one. I just leave my blending tool pad right inside my container. on the one that I have at home. I forgot to bring it today, so this is ours. So you can just put some on your finger.
Because you can't leave your finger in there,
No,
can
you can't. And see, it's kind of wiping it off. And it'll come off a little bit. But I'm just rubbing it on. And you see I didn't use very much. And I'm going to swipe this way so that I don't mix my colors. Whoop. Back here.
Oh, Katie says, thanks, Teresa, for showing us how to use the glaze. It really does work when you use it correctly.
And so you're going to rub it on your finger, just a little bit amount. So this microglaze is going to last you forever. Then you're going to take a towel, paper towel or something, and you're just going to brandish it. And a little bit's going to come off. But it's kind of sealed now. So when it dries and I touch it, my color isn't going to come off anymore. It's still a little bit wet right now, but I was very excited because at home my colors kept coming off my lid.
Well, and
because
especially if you're making a lot of them and you want to save them.
Yeah, because the oxides, the paper is kind of slick. I don't know why he didn't put a not slick paper on there.
Well, yeah.
But it's kind of slick, and so it doesn't dry very well. And even when it does dry, it's still chalky. But the microglaze, so if you did some of the oxides, the custom blend along with me, then if you don't have the distress glaze, we've got some.
He originally made that so that when you stamped something with your distress inks, you just rub that over and polish it up. And then you could mist it, you can add other things, and it's not going to move.
Yeah.
That's originally why it came
water
out.
resistant.
Teresa, I am so glad that you came up with that idea.
Yeah. So
Very
that's
good.
one way you can use your microglaze.
It looks a lot better, too.
Yeah, it's bright. The colors are brighter.
Yes.
So, okay. So, on to the card kit.
That's
What's
Teresa's tip for the day.
What's cooking? And I just, we have the whole line of what's cooking. There's all sorts of things. There's washi tape, a sticker book. So I took some of these with me because enamel dots are a real easy way to bump up your cards. So normally if I got a card kit, I would get the enamel dots. And the other thing that I usually get is the tags, because I think tags make great easy cards. They're double-sided.
Teresa, do you ever have problems with enamel dots not going through the mail?
No, you should have a 1/4 of an inch. Like you can put like packing. Sometimes I'll put packing tape over my envelope just so it goes through the machine.
People have asked that.
Yeah. And then of course we have the 6x8 tablet. Simple Stories has started doing rub-ons, which these would have been perfect to make some additional cards.
I am so glad they started doing that.
I know. And then making the brads flat. You've got brads. These are also good. If you don't like enamel dots, try the brads. And there's a sticker sheet, which I love. And they have a stamp set too. It's a really cute little line. All right. So I was at home, and the very exciting thing that I discovered is the Distress Mica set number 6 for the holiday is perfect for this card kit and the whole line. It's going to match.
Number
so
6.
If you like this card kit, I would definitely get the Mica Holiday number 6, the Christmas line. It's Sugary Gumdrop and Frosted Mint are the two that I use. There's a third one called Wonderland, which is a real pretty blue. It doesn't match quite as well as the other two. So I'm going to show you a couple cards, and we'll spray some to show you too. So, all right, I'll just go through the cards. This is the first card, or the last card that I made. What's cooking, good looking? I didn't really care for that sentiment.
That's an old
I know.
song.
I was like, I need to change that. I don't like it. But then I was like, I was out of creativity, so I just did right what the card kit said, and it turned out cute. I love the apron. And there's chipboard. These are the thin chipboards, so you can use your tiny attachers on them, which I did.
So these are. Oh, they are
Yeah,
thinner.
they're
Okay.
thin.
I learned something today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like them because you can tiny attach them. All right, I'm going to take my notes. All right, so this one I took off. There was a little strip of pink that you were supposed to add, and I took it off and added ribbon instead because I love ribbon. And then I also took off, there was a wood grain piece, and I took that off and used it on another card. And I inked the edges, and I used gathered twigs and saltwater taffy. I'll just show you the colors that I used. And I also used spun sugar and cracked pistachio. And I said gathered twigs, I didn't bring that one. But these colors work really nicely with the card kits and this whole line. Of course, I had to do some stitching across the top of the notebook paper.
So cute.
And then pop dots. When you do these card kits, you have to have your pop dots on hand to pop up, whatever you want to pop up. And then right there, that little heart. I was about to put a enamel dot on there, and then I decided to use my glossy accents and my glitter duster to make it shine. I like a little sparkle on mine. So what does it say? No one measures up to you in the little measuring spoon. Those had to be popped up.
Cute.
Very cute.
These would be so cute just sitting at a bakery. Wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. They're perfect just to send to a friend.
You could frame them and put them,
Oh, that'd be cute.
or you could take these same things, Teresa, and make them into a coaster, and they'd be decorative, wouldn't they?
They would. They would. They'd be
you
perfect.
could use the card kit and make them into coasters. Here I am trying to make a coaster.
All right, this one I inked the edges with gathered twigs, and then I did do spun sugar on the pink ones. And then I added, the velvet ribbon right down here. I had to add some velvet ribbon because we have these super skinny ones.
Yes.
And then I sprayed, can you see it? The mica number 6, the mint.
Oh, yes.
Where's my sprays? Sorry. On the background, I just sprayed it.
And that's from number 6.
Yep,
That's the
number
one.
6.
Okay.
Frosted mint. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
It just adds a little something. And you don't have to do it on solid paper. I added this on the pattern paper, and I really liked it.
And you know what, too? It kind of riches up that inking along the edge, too. I like that.
And then here's the tiny attacher that I did on the little heart. So that's a chipboard heart. And then I added pop dots on the sentiment down here, the little banner.
Teresa, you taught me something about these thin chipboard pieces. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know what made them decide to make them thinner, but they sure did.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So this one, you see this circle? It's, maybe I should show where is it? Here. So you can see this is the card, and the circle is plain. The background is plain.
Oh.
And so I took the frosted mint and gumdrop,
Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
and I sprayed it.
It looks like a patterned paper. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
My curiosity, what is YOLO?
Yes. You only live once.
Oh.
So I moved it and put it right across the letters.
Oh, I didn't read the little.
Yes,
Oh.
that's what the strip says. So I put it across the letters. It was a little banner, and I cut it apart.
Oh my gosh.
And
Teresa
then,
asked me if I knew what YOLO meant.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I didn't even look at that little
You
strip.
only live once, lick the bowl. And actually,
Love
this
that.
card was supposed to be this way. And because, what did I do? Oh, I took off the cookie sheet, and instead I added an individual cookie, and I turned it this way. I don't know why.
Some things just happen.
Yes. Oh, and I added, this was from that another card, this background piece. I matted it, which you could mat your sentiments with just regular cardstock, but I was using what was in the kit. So, and then pop dots again.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what I did on this one. Not much. I did spray the mica, the gumdrop on this one. So you can see the circle back there. It has little blobs on it. You can't see a lot, but it just adds a little bit of texture. And then I added the teal ribbon again and pop dots on the house.
You can follow the directions or you can have fun with it.
Yeah.
You can have fun either way.
Yeah,
But-
they're real easy cards, and it would be super cute. I think this would be great to send someone for their, a new home.
Yes.
Very cute. Or just home.
You've just
Home
given
sweet
me a reason to get that set of holiday sprays.
The sprays are so much fun. If you
Yes.
haven't used them, you should get a set. There's 6 holiday sets and there's 6 Halloween sets. It's kind of hard to
Yes.
choose. I think I have 4. I have 2 of each.
I
2
have
Halloween
a
and 2
Halloween
holiday.
and a holiday one from last year.
Yeah.
But Teresa, I had to show Teresa on one of my sites that I follow. They put
yeah.
all 12 colors in Roy G. Biv
Yes.
order.
Yes.
And so I thought, this is going to make Teresa just
Yeah.
happy to see that
It
all in
does.
Roy G.
It
Biv.
makes me happy. On Monday, I'm going to be doing some more samples with the sprays and the sparkle. So
Fun.
this one, there was a chipboard sentiment on here. Life is sweet with you, which I was like, I wanted a more generic card.
Yeah.
So I stamped "You're such a sweet friend," and that is. I almost fell
Here,
off
I'll
my
get it
chair.
for you. I'll get it for you. Is it this one?
No, the other one.
This
that
one.
one.
Okay. Yes, we don't want you falling. Nobody can fall.
This is an older stamp called Berry Basket, and I use this to make some really cute cards. I must say, I love this set because it comes with a die, and the basket is super cute. But that was in that set, and I think this set goes perfectly if you want to make sweet cards with
Yes.
the baking and stuff. It goes perfect.
I'm so glad they're making them into sets.
Yeah. So I used some fossilized amber to stamp that. And
Shannon
then-
says only one injury a month, so you have to wait till October to fall out of your chair.
I used Katie's grid ribbon there. And then I added a chipboard pie because I felt like I had to have something sweet on there. And then I did some stitching. I did some stitching along the side.
Somebody say, could you please say that it's number 6 from Christmas, because they were getting all confused because they had 6 from Halloween.
Yeah, it's number 6. We wrote them on the back so we could keep them straight because it's very confusing.
That's from Christmas.
Yes, the Christmas.
Yeah, because there's a 6 in Halloween.
Yeah.
too. People were getting
Yes, we have 1 through 6
Yeah.
for Halloween, 1 through 6 for the holiday.
I'm sure the number 6 for Halloween is really cute too, but it won't
Yes.
go with this.
And Cheryl says that's not a cherry pie, that's a waffle.
A waffle?
Teresa, you must have missed our Katie and I's video.
Oh.
She saw a pie and she called it a waffle.
Waffle?
Yes. So we have a little
Okay.
bit of a waffle
It's a waffle.
issue.
All right.
Thanks, Cheryl. Now
Okay.
we know Teresa didn't watch that
I didn't
video.
watch the video. I was busy making these cards. Okay. So this one I inked with gathered twigs and spun sugar again because I like it a little bit inky. And you don't have to ink, but I think it does add something to the card. If you're not an inky card, they're just fine without it. But and this one, I'm not a huge flower person. And they put flowers on a lot of things, which is fine, but I'm just not. So I took this one off. And I did the tiny attacher on the banner. Oh, I love to do a tiny attacher on a banner.
Yes.
And then I put twine around the top of the jar. And I used pop dots again. And then if you see on the little heart there, that is actually the new Distressed Sparkle Texture Paste.
Oh, wow. Let me
And-
get a little close up to that.
It is, generally it's for using on stencils. It's $7.99 for a jar. And I'm going to show this again on Monday on how to use it on a stencil. I've enjoyed it. You can add color to it. This, I just used a little paintbrush and I just painted it on. So the nice thing about it is it's not going to come off like glitter.
You're not going to be vacuuming it up.
No, but really it's made to use with a stencil. So I will show that on Monday, but I had to just try it out
I like that. It gave it dimension.
with a paintbrush. I hadn't tried it with a
Yes.
paintbrush, so I did that, yeah. So that's pretty. And that's just plain. I didn't add color to it. All right, this one, I use the Stitches stamp from Tim Holtz. So I know not all of you are sewers, so I decided I better use the stamp on there. So I did it along the bottom here, and then I actually did it up here too. You can see it just a little bit. You can see it better on the bottom.
That Stitches stamp is one of those that you just have to have at your hands.
Yes.
Anytime you need something a little extra.
And it's so nice because there's different, there's
Yes.
different sizes. So if you just need, a little teeny one, you can do that. Or if you need a big one like I did to go across, I think this is the one I used to go across my card. You've got that. And it's bigger than the card, but that's okay. It can hang off the edge a little bit.
And sometimes when, let's say I want to use this one, I'll only ink to about here because I know I don't want it that long.
Yeah. Or you can flip it.
It's one of those one of those stamps that it never goes out of style, and you can use it throughout all the holidays.
And I like the messiness of it too.
Yes.
So I used gathered twigs and saltwater taffy and cracked pistachio. Where did I do cracked pistachio? Oh, I inked the whisk. And then I used the tiny attacher on my heart and pop dots. And then on the whisk, I don't know if you can see, I used a jelly roll pen. Do we still, Gloria, can you look and see if we have jelly roll? Just the clear, I don't know if we have any of those. It's just a pen and you can just draw. And so I just wanted
Just
my
adds a
whisk
little shimmer.
to add a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if you can see it or not, but Gloria's going to look for us. All right, so this card, remember I said there was a piece of wood grain paper that you were supposed to layer. There was 3 layers, and I'm like, oh, I don't really need that. Maybe I'll use this for another card. So I took it off, and I just used it as my background. Oh, here comes Gloria.
So is this an extra card?
This is an extra card.
Okay.
Here's the jelly roll, the Stardust. I knew I wasn't saying it right. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yep. There we go.
Yeah. So
And
that's
it's
what
just
those
almost like a fine point ballpoint pen.
I know I have mine in here. I'll just show. So the nice thing is you can trace over, like I traced over the whisk, and it just adds a little bit.
Can you maybe do one of these salt and pepper shakers?
That's a good idea.
It's just like a ballpoint pen, and it just adds that little tiny bit of shimmer.
It's such
Look
a
at
small,
that.
small
Okay, now
little
we've got
piece.
this one, so look at the difference.
Here, we'll flip them around so they can see.
What that added.
It just pops a little bit.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, now they come to a package, and you can get clear,
share
and
one
you
with a
can
friend.
get white. Well, we used to
yeah.
be able to get white
Yeah.
and black.
But this is a
do you have a
staple.
white pen like that? We used to.
Yeah,
It used
I
to
don't
come in
know.
white. Penny, are you back there? Yep. Could you see if we have a Jelly Roll white pen? And a black one for that matter.
Okay.
I don't know whether we used to.
All right, so I took the wood grain piece. Oh, and I had this piece extra. Remember when I told you I turned this one sideways? So I had this little extra piece down here.
Oh my gosh.
that I had cut off. So I stuck that there. And then there was another piece that I had taken off. Oh, this piece was extra, so I made a little tab and I just stuck that there.
And did you sew that?
And I did. I just sewed around the edge of it. And then these were just extra. These leaves, this little bottle, this chipboard leaf, the thanks, the hearts, those were all extra. So I just layered them around.
What did you do to the leaves to make
The
them?
leaves I sprayed with my
I was gonna
mica,
say,
so you can
okay.
see they're a little bit shimmery.
Yeah, I'm going to get a side angle there so you can see how they shimmer. There we go.
And then I use my tiny attacher again to staple the leaves. All right.
Oh, they are white.
Well, they're glazed. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
the same.
So it's kind of the same. It doesn't have the glittery shine, but it has a shine. It takes just a second to dry.
It almost gives a little embossed look.
Yeah.
Like that you've done an embossing ink. So you can go over letters. Like sometimes I would stamp and then I would go over letters with those.
Usually what I use these for is to trace over something that's already on a pattern paper.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Penny.
This was my extra. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So then I thought I would just show the splat. So I got my splat box. I remembered today.
Would it work better if I came around the other side? Or can you do it in
fine.
this direction? Okay.
All right, so with the mica sprays, you can see that the mica settles to the bottom of the bottle. And so you need to shake them up to use them. What color? I had a tag out that I thought I would use. It's blue, so maybe I will use the frosted mint.
Okay, Jean asked if we're frozen. No. You're not frozen? Okay.
So I'm shaking it up.
Okay, Jean says it's good. All right.
You just want to shake it until the mica is gone from the bottom. There's still a little bit left. All right. So with the sprays, if you spray it from far away, you're going to get more of a fine mist. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. And then as you get closer, you can get bigger dots. And if you get really close, which I tend to like to do, I like a big blob.
So that's how, if you did those leaves, you got very close.
Yes, I got very close and I just sprayed them. I hosed them down with that. One thing with the micas, they can be kind of messy. And so one thing that Tim says to do is when you're done, to try and eliminate some clogging is just to wipe the nozzle there. Also, if you when you're using them and spraying different things, if you store them, if you just lay them on your table on the side, I know they tend to roll, but then the mica settles in a bigger area and it's easier to...
Rather than the bottom.
Rather than the bottom, right.
But as long as you shake it up, you're good.
And so I'm just going to spray this a little bit. Am I hitting it? I was looking for my handlets, and I'm just going to... Normally, I would put it on watercolor paper. Sometimes it doesn't look too bad. Sometimes it'll, depending on how much I go crazy and spray, it curls a little bit, but that looks pretty good. Ooh, I like that big blob.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the angle so they
can
can
you see it?
shimmer. If you want to hold it up, because if I put it down too far. Yeah, you can catch that shimmer. Yes.
It's so pretty.
The colors are gorgeous.
So I thought I would do a tag, and I've got it cut out. So this is from these make such easy cards. This is from the 12 by 12 tag elements. So they are plain on one side. So then you could stamp whatever you want and add your stickers or your chipboard pieces. And I just thought that this one was cute.
So this was not an extra piece from the card kit. It's from the tags.
These are all my extra pieces here. So you could make a card, but I just thought, look at there, I did a flower one, and I said I'm not a huge flower person.
Teresa, while I'm thinking about it, you made swatches for all the holiday colors. Have you shown that on a video?
No, I'm going to show it on Monday.
Okay.
So I had some ribbon. Do I want some pink?
We're watching Teresa in her creative process here.
I don't like the green. I really probably needed some grid ribbon. Maybe I'll do there. So these are these little thin silk ribbons that we have, and I think they work nice for these little tags. And get all 3 colors. So it's so easy just to put together an extra card. And how come that one's not going through, Maggie? There, I got it.
There you go.
Okay. So you do have this Love You left, so I thought that would be cute. And I'm just going to tie a knot. I do a square knot. I don't know why. I like it. Ooh, that's kind of
A
lumpy.
square knot usually lays just nicely,
flatter.
doesn't it?
Mine's kind of lumpy today.
And if you weren't in the Girl Scouts, a square knot means that you take your 2 sides and you might do right over left and then left over right.
Oh,
Don't
I always go left over right. And then
either
right
one,
over.
as long as you don't repeat both of them at the same. As long as you don't do left over right, left over right. If you do left over right, then do right over left, and it makes your bow or your knot lay much nicer.
Those are too long. Trimming them down.
And I didn't always know that. And I was back when we did make and takes, I had a lady that came in that actually did Girl Scouts, and she taught me how to do the square knot.
I guess that's probably where I learned it, because I love my Girl Scouts. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put my tag down flat. Right there. Oh.
Tracy says, great knot tip. I thought so too when somebody
I think
taught me how to do that.
I'm going to move it over. I'm not going to even center it. I'm going to put it over there. And then I've got some pop.
Can you do it upside down so that we can turn that? I mean, does it make a difference for you?
I can do it. So these are little strips of foam strips of adhesive, and guess what? We're out of them, but I've got some on order. They're really nice for
Rather
small
than
areas than the
having
little
to put
squares
the
and
little
having to cut them
squares,
in
yes.
half.
I could have used that the other day.
Yeah. I was gonna go, how does that look, or do I need to center it? Upside down is harder.
I would say maybe up a little bit so it doesn't cover the clock. There you go, right there. Perfect.
All right, and then I had some hearts that, let's get the tiny attacher out. You know, this one would be perfect for the gems, or not the gems,
So you don't actually staple it to the card. You just put the
No.
staple on there and then add it. Okay.
and I use liquid adhesive to put them down then. Enamel dots. This one would, enamel dots I would add if I had enamel dots. I'm not going to open a package for, my adhesive won't come out. It's making me mad. All right, well, I'm just going to stick that, where do you think? There. I'm really mad that my glue
I'm
isn't
going to
coming
plug
out.
Katie. Katie does this a lot where she puts part of it on the edge, and I thought that was so cute. I don't know. Either way.
If I could get my adhesive to work. It's not working. I don't know why.
You need that glue press. Then the glue always comes out. Did you get it?
No.
Well, we can just lay it on there.
Yeah. I'll probably do 3. I think I want this here,
Penny,
that there.
could you get that glue press
and
Absolutely.
with the glue?
My favorite.
Thank you.
Now some of the hearts are not big enough for a staple. I can't tell. This one might not work. Oh, I missed. That's okay.
What I like sometimes is to crisscross them. I'm sure you've done that, where you put 2 on and then just crisscross them.
There you go.
Glue press to the rescue.
Okay.
Thank you, Penny.
Look, I'm just going to ink this heart to make it pop a little bit. I wanted teal on teal, but it wasn't showing very much, so I'm inking it.
Ellen says she uses glue dots more than she uses liquid glue. And that's a good option too.
Yeah. Sometimes I use, oh, look at that.
Folks, that's been open and not had a lid on for about 3 weeks. Can you see? I'm going to show. Can you see that little pink thing? That seals that little tip.
I had not used this.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
working magically.
It's amazing.
Now where do I put it?
It goes right
Right
down
in
there.
there.
There you go. And it just sits on that pink thing.
Really? Awesome.
We're going to have Teresa buying one of these by the end of the day.
I know. All right, how does it look? Is it done? I can't tell upside down. Let me look at it right side up. I like it. I love the spray.
Yes.
And then just put the little heart right on top of the spray.
Yeah.
And my tiny attacher and my pop dot. So it's really easy. And I still have all these extra pieces left over.
Enough for quite a few more cards. Okay, Teresa, we have a question.
Oh, she wants the ribbon, but are you still using it? I can do it later.
Yeah. All right. That is it for today.
Okay. All right. Well, she's getting the ribbon for Janine. I've got a few things I want to share with you before we get off. Tim Holt's new ideology things came in, and I wanted to share with you.
Those don't sell
I'm just
that.
going to
Those
share
are the
4 of
colors.
them. This
Don't sell
one
that. Those are just
is
the colors.
called,
But are they still over?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
what's that one called? Small Salvaged Figures. I'm going to hold that up maybe. It's got a Santa, a snowman, and a soldier. And that's the small. And how much is that?
$7.99.
Okay.
And then we have the large.
The large
for
ones,
$9.99.
$9.99. And Teresa, just eyeballing it size-wise, would you say the small ones are 4 inches tall, maybe? 4? What would you
No,
say?
2.
Oh, only 2? Oh, that's the soldier is more than 2 inches tall, isn't
Well,
There's 2 and 3/4.
2 and
he?
yeah.
Oh, almost 3. Okay.
These are not. These are maybe closer to 4.
Okay.
3. This guy's bigger. 4.
Oh, we've got a
maybe.
ruler coming. Okay. Just to give you size. The soldier on the large one is
3.5.
3.5 inches tall. Thank you. And the soldier on the little one is about 2.5. There we go.
Yeah, see 2.
Yes, and those are like resin,
Yeah.
and they can be painted. They can be. I'm trying to think what I've seen the makers use on them. Paint. I don't think
spray 'em?
ink. I don't think it would stay on there because it's not.
Oh, you could
Porous.
use the
You could use any acrylic
foundry
paint.
wax.
Yes, and I've
make
seen
it
where they've
silver or
painted
gold.
them and then wiped it off and gotten in the cracks and creases.
Mm-hmm.
They do amazing stuff with these little figures. Okay, this is my favorite.
Oh,
Teresa.
these are new.
I'm like, I've got to have
festive
one of those.
marquees.
Yes, they're like the marquees on like a movie theater type thing, and
Yeah.
they're not plastic. They're actually metal.
Nice. $8.99. You get 2 of
Yes.
those.
And okay, measuring wise, so people
Oh.
have an idea how long they are.
4.5.
About 4.5 inches long and probably about 3/4 of an inch tall, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, 3/4 of an inch tall. And how much are those?
$8.99.
$8.99. Okay. And those would be really cool. You could put white paint on them, wipe it off, black paint, wipe it off. You can color it with some foundry waxes.
These are salvaged reindeer, so these are the same like the.
Oh, they've gotten, these
The
are a
Santas.
larger size than they
Yes.
used to be. Oh
They're
my
about
gosh.
2.5 to 3 inches, depending on some are standing and some are laying.
And how many
so
do you get? 4?
4, yes. And those
Okay.
are $9.99.
$9.99?
Yep.
Very cool. And I have used foundry wax on these. I'm trying to think. Paint.
I wonder if you could use alcohol ink.
Yes, that's what I was trying to come up with.
Yeah, I was
I have
thinking-
dyed them with alcohol
Because they're
ink.
more of a slick.
Yes, the caramel.
Okay, let's just touch one.
Yes,
That
the
might help us.
caramel
Look at
and
baby
the
ones.
mushroom.
Oh, they're so
Aw. Caramel and mushroom are really pretty on these deer. Look at them.
cute. Yeah, so they're slick. So, yeah, you're
Yes.
not going to be able to spray these.
And you know the
But you can
way
use-
they look carved. Can you see the angles on there? They're not just smooth. They look like they've been carved out of wood, and they probably were originally. Yes, and so alcohol inks is a really good way.
Yeah.
Or paints.
Yep.
Very good. Okay.
Boundary wax.
I will check for sure to make sure these are online. Again, special of the day, $1.49, and they're regular $4.99 until supplies last. And you're right, all of these would be good under the little domes to make the scene. That would be cool. All right. Well, thank you, Teresa.
Yep.
And I think that's it for today. Thanks
I'll
for
be
joining
here
us.
on Monday doing sparkle and sprays. So
Perfect.
maybe
That will
we'll
be
have
fun.
all the sprays over here.
And maybe I will type up that list in Roy G. Biv
Yeah.
order so people can put theirs in order so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.